The moment you have all been waiting for, Division One finals time as Jules Van Dongen takes on Danny Baggish. I hope you all are ready, just like we are. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera, once again. Nick or Sean, how's it going, buddy? I'm all over the place already.
Hi, I'm Sean. Nice to meet you. I'm doing great, bud. It's going to be a heck of a battle tonight. You got, let's be our the two favorites heading into the season. You picked Danny Baggish to win this season. I picked Jules Van Dongen to win this season. One of us is going to be smart at the end of this bad boy. And honestly, I really feel like it can go either way. I have it going to last like decider. It just really depends on who wins that diddle and who can break the throw of the other player. And I don't know if it's going to happen too many times. It could happen every leg, though, and we could be shocked like we were a couple weeks ago.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Who knows how this one's going to play out? But anyway, it could go to like one of those last starts. Yeah, exactly like you said previously. But we'll find out. I'm just hopping off the road as I'm on my way to Wisconsin. I'm stuck in Iowa for the night. So
yeah, you're going to have to tell me
for this final.
Who'd you have to sleep with to get that view out your window? That's what I want to know.
The view of the tree.
Yeah, it's a great. But at least it's not a view of like just a platform below you or something. You know,
high quality view, man. Let me tell you, the evergreens.
I was expecting just a brick. Right there. You know, I think that's what you deserve, but that's fine. Listen. Let's talk the big thing here, right? $4,500 to the winner, $2,250 to the loser. Either way, they're both winning some change. I love just how nonchalant Jules was about it in the interview that you're going to hear later on related to the money situation, because realistically, he plays for about that much every single match that he plays on the PDC. And that's where maybe that experience is going to come in handy, except for the fact that Danny Baggish has done the same thing over there on the PDC. If there's one guy that knows everything that Jules knows about being overseas, it's Danny Baggish. And I think we're going to see quite a finals tonight.
I believe so. We're going to start it off with the tail of tape for Danny Baggish, playing out of Trick Shots Metro, been playing for 28 plus years, has a 5.67 MPR with a 64.8 win rate. That is 57 wins on 88 games played. Paid Mike Maloney to take the fall is apparently what we got there from Nick. With that 5.67, he's got 59.9 marks, 145.7 marks, as well as 7 white horses, Sean.
Yeah, he's been dominating the season. Second highest average this season, only to Mike Maloney, who he defeated last week to make it to this spot, or 2 weeks ago to make it to the spot. He's been on a tear. His strategy, we broke it down last week of kind of just how consistent he's able to play and what he's going to do when he needs to do it. I told Nick our other option for the paid Mike Maloney to take the fall was going to be high ground greater than lower ground. And we went with the Mike Maloney take the fall thing.
It works. Well, what do you say? Let's head on over to Jules Van Dongen, the Dutch Dragon.
Absolutely.
Let's hear what he has to offer.
Well, the Dutch Dragon plays out of Sharks. He's been playing for about 4 years competitively. It still sucks to say that out loud. A 5.55 MPR. He has a 64.9% win rate. So they are only separated by 0.1 on their win rate. And he paid Danny Baggish to take the fall in the King Seat match. So you have that there. That's why Danny missed those 3 bowls. It's been confirmed, guys. If you heard it here, it must be correct. But he also has... I'm just kidding. He also has 46.9 marks with 3 white horses, 128.7 marks, 99.5 marks, and 68 games played. What?
I think we should go ahead and say DRA. Please don't look into these guys because it's not true. They didn't get paid to take a fall.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was in that meeting. Yeah. So DRA, there was definitely there's no gambling involved anyway in this, so you can't really worry about that in the grand scheme of things. But Jules is playing for a lot more tonight. And speaking of which, I just want to give a huge shout out to all those that celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, either because you have a fantastic mother or are married to a fantastic mother, or just happen to know one, maybe on the side. You never know, like Nick. So tonight's going to be a great battle, but I do want to give a huge shout out to Mrs. Van Dongen, who is I guess, found out this weekend she's battling cancer. And so you'll hear Jules talk about that in his interview. But huge shout out to him. I wish these guys all the best. I think they're going to put on a heck of a show. It's going to be much better than the 5-3-4 defeating the 5-4-7 last time, buddy. What is the winning average tonight, Will?
Oh, I think we're going to see a better performance than we saw from last time. There's no doubt about that. They kind of struggled a little bit. Didn't give their best go, but I think we're definitely going to see a best effort as you see 180 right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and go with a 5-7, 5-8 range is going to win this one tonight.
Okay.
I would say maybe even more than that, but I would definitely go above 5-7.
Oh, looks like Jules is going to get the start here in leg number 1. So he will attack this throw early, and you can see the camera at Trick Shots Metro West is going to shake a little bit. That's due to the base. It's all about that base in that place. So that'll be a moving and a grooving. And then we thought we'd really focus on Jules' better side tonight. So we have the behind view, so we can just get a nice look at his perfect jeans that he's wearing. As the board cam goes out, of course, right at the right time where I was just joking. We actually lost the player cam. There we go. All right, now I tell the truth and it's back on. So we're good.
That is a older package there at Shark, so we'll be revamping that one, I believe, after this session, or maybe sooner rather than later. So just to announce that for future CSCs and future events, Sharks will be a bar that we go to often and want to make it a thing, especially in that Kansas City area. Lots of quality shots growing there in that Kansas City area.
Absolutely. Jules starting out pretty well early on, only a 4 mark there. And I want to give a huge shout out to Will, by the way. He gets halfway to Wisconsin, probably not even halfway, stops just in order to get set up and do this. Buddy, that's honestly, it's impressive that you continue to do those things. As you see Danny take out that high ground of Jules, and we'll just make that the shot word of the night. Every time you hear that, if you're drinking any type of liquid, whatever it may be, even if it's water, just go ahead and just know that I'm going to talk about that periodically throughout this evening.
So there is a question there. Is he standing behind the line? So at Sharks, there is a steel tip board behind those soft tip boards. So there's 2 different lines in play there. That's the reason for that significant step back, or what looks like a step back from Jules.
Yep. Yeah. That's definitely not the the right line. That'd be so impressive.
I think Sharks is actually a quality, top-notch dart bar. I mean, they've got
100%.
I can't remember how many soft tip boards, but it's over their steel tip boards. And I think they have 17 steel tip boards right now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really good.
It's really cool to see those types of areas, and that's why we like to celebrate those types of bars and locations. Sharks is a mainstay there in Shawnee, Kansas. Same thing with Danny playing at Trick Shots Metro West this evening. You see Jules trying to take out the 16s there. He's playing a little. I think Danny kind of tricked him into that one a little bit.
Let's see what Danny does here. If he can capitalize 2 big triples.
Yep. He's going to stay with the 19s. And Jules now see how aggressive he wants to play this. Leg number 1. He's going to go back up to the 18s now. He's got to start hitting those 19s if he wants to really compete here in this leg. Only a 4-3-3 playing a 4-6. So both those guys starting off, they're cool, calm, and collected, but it might take a minute or so for them to get rolling. As you can see, they're just wiring misses that are just not typically misses for them. And there's Mike in the chat complaining. We'll see that a lot this evening.
Just a matter of time, right? Just a matter of time.
That last dart, was that at the 16? Because that was way outside the 19 range.
Folks, let us know where you're tuning in from. Get entered into tonight's raffle. How about a custom CSC ready design jersey, personalized with your name, preferred collar type, and pocket type, if any. Just like and comment on our stream. Share if you would like to. let your friends know we're live for this finals in Division Number 1 of the CSC Challenger Series.
Now, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, the CSC Ready Design jerseys, those also include the Boom Series jerseys, right?
I believe so. So if you really want to wear that catchphrase on your back, I don't recommend it, but I guess you could.
Totally should have been better if Jules would have hit one right there, as I was talking about. But that's all right, Jules. We'll work on your timing. As Danny steps up, Danny in his interview begged about being a commentator, as he shows us why he is not one right now. Although he's averaging right around what Nick Teixeira did in league the other night.
Yeah, not that impressive, to be honest.
Look at this. Dragging another 7. They're starting to heat up. Starting to find the first 2. Paul Rogers, what are you talking about, bro? Appreciate everybody tuning in with us. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let us know that we are live here for the finals of Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series. It's been a season full of just fantastic matches. This is week 11, technically, of the series. We've gone through a huge tournament that had 32 in this field and 32 in our Division 2 field, and it whittles down to these 2 finals this week. Jules playing Danny right now. $4,500 to first, $2,250 to second. So a lot on the line here. And then, of course, Division 2 finals on Wednesday. Corey Beck trying to finish up the double dip of Mike Scarborough, and $2,500 for first and $1,500 for second, if I'm not mistaken.
This is a tight matchup right off the rip here. 678. Danny's got 617. He's got those 17s to play with. Let's go ahead and see if he hammers down on those 17s.
He's going to get rid of the 18s at some point, I think.
I'm going to say, does he go ahead and take his look here or no? I don't think he really gives his play.
No, and that's because he has the 16s already, Jules.
Yep, exactly. And that's what I was thinking of there is with the 16s open for Jules, he's not going to take that look unless he capitalizes on 2 triples with his first 2 dart.
Yeah, I think Jules there was trying to hit the 15s and just kind of extend the amount of wedges he has. Danny's going to be aggressive on these darts. He's going to take it out just because he has to. Let's see. If Jules is going to take the 15s, I would just take him first. Doesn't do that. He's going to stay on the 16s. Does he stay or move back? He moved back. I can tell you what DB would have done. He would have stayed.
Somebody says, Will sounds way different today. Well, folks, I'm using a different mic setup. I'm using my on-the-go mics. That's probably why. So
this is Will Stewart AI this evening. Yeah, it's Will Stewart AI. That's why he's been so nice to me so far.
That's what it is. I do want to say there's a couple folks from the Netherlands tuning in on this later evening for them, early morning.
Why don't you go ahead and say hi to them in their language, Will?
All I got to say is Europapa. Apparently that's a big thing right now for the Netherlands.
Oh, for sure. Well,
Europapa.
Well, the European Song Contest just ended this weekend, and Switzerland won, which was impressive.
Well,
have you heard that song? It's pretty weird, but good.
That's why I was discussing that. There's actually a big controversy.
Oh, no. Is there?
That's why I was discussing it, because a guy from the Netherlands got disqualified.
What did he do?
For some, I'll let you look into that one, but apparently a reporter said some stuff about his deceased father or something, and he didn't take account of it, so.
Well,
yeah, so. But talk about you thought the Swedish song was weird? Look up Europapa, bud.
Okay,
it's unique.
All right, fair.
You're welcome to all you folks from the Netherlands tuning in that I mentioned that one.
They will have no idea what you said. All right, as Jules takes out leg number 1, 4-4-4 defeats a 4-2-0 in leg number 1. So Jules does hold his throw at the end of the day, but well, I think we can go ahead and it's safe to say those averages are going to rise here pretty quickly. That was a bit of a choppy, scrummy start to this match. As Danny starts out with a 6. And he will live in those 20s if he can. Jules just not finding the range on the low ground right now. What is happening? Is that you? Oh. He's re-listening. He wanted to see how he looked. Guys, I want you to know that. What's up, Chad? Oh, gosh, here we go. Did he really just plug himself into AI and see if that's going to work? Danny back up to the 20s. All right, so Jules going to have to look down to the 17s, and he needs a lot of them.
Yeah, Jules well off the margins right now with where you kind of expect him to be. And, not to give Mike Maloney any, reasons to join the chat again, but these guys, when they play each other, like in the King Seat match, and what we're seeing right now is not the same standard we've seen them play in pretty much any other match.
Oh, no. Danny's worst average of the entire season was a 5.47 in the King Seat match against Jules, and Jules' worst was a 5.34. So both guys tend to bring out the worst in each other right this second.
Watch, and now here everybody's going to say, oh my gosh, Will, you sound so much better. Yeah. Helps when you have the right mic in the right place. There we go. Cha-ching.
Oh, that's all you did was change your mic location?
Well, correct, because we use the 2 in the background. So I had different ones on different systems. So whoopsies.
Well, sweet. Well, I'm happy that you are happy.
Hey, we're figuring it out when we bring a device we're not used to for this CSC Challenger Series, we make it happen. So anyway, Danny Baggish 220 plays 100 here. Upper hand to make this 1-1 potentially.
Yeah, this might be one of those coffin shot situations here for Danny. Bye to the 16s. He's going to have to stay on the 15s. And just gets it closed. Nicely done. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh. Well, I'm sorry to myself then. All right, as Jules does close out the Bulls. Gotcha.
Yep, there you go, brother. There you go. For the win?
Nope. But most likely no harm. Jules might get the point lead here.
We're honestly we're off to a slow start once again, though. I mean, mid-4s here
for, sure.
for both these guys.
Yeah, for being honest, kind of super weird, actually, the starts here. They're both going to get away with C games here in legs number 1 and 2. And it's a 1-1 score line. Who's going to catch fire first? That's really what I want to know. Kachina in there says, I vote we keep the camera package facing the back of the player.
I'm sure she said that. I'm sure there's lots of individuals in the chat tonight that are enjoying the view from Sharks.
Like all the other people that are watching Jules play right now. Shout out to Lisa, who I'm sure is there watching along. Corey, you're right. Their D game is better than my A+ game. So that's why I sit here. Now, for my other 2 cohorts, apparently they're better at darts, and they keep getting better at darts, but we'll see. Chris White.
What was pretty funny this week is I did hop in a stream, Birdman darts, and
boom goes the dynamite for Jules Van Dongen, the first one.
Alrighty. He says, oh yeah, Sean, Nick, and Will, they're all pretty good at darts. And I said, no, not Sean. He sucks.
Is it bad that
I have good and bad days?
I played on the Lost Boys stream this week as well, and they also said the same thing, and I also said not Sean. I feel bad now. I didn't know we both did that to you, Sean.
Look, guys, I understand that you guys are just jealous of my commentary skills, but you don't have to call me out for my dart game every time someone mentions it. You can hype me up every once in a while, like Jules is doing in this leg. My goodness, 7.67, just rolling on the river to get this leg accomplished. Danny just closed one number, and it was the Bulls. He's not even going to point this leg. It's going to be skunked. As my daughter would say, stinky, stinky. As there's a skunk there, 96 points to 0, 7.09 for the Dutch Dragon in leg number 3. Well, someone's starting to breathe some fire.
I would say so. It was a hefty leg there for him.
All right. Danny getting started here. Only a 3 mark on the 20s. This is just not the Danny Baggish that we're used to seeing here in the CSC Challenger Series right now. And, I mean, that's more than obvious at this moment. Jules doesn't really punish with the 5. But let's see what happens, man.
Gathers the trip 20. But, yeah, nothing.
It really feels like a calm before the storm. You know, like once they both start really clicking, it's going to be more of that, like that. Boom goes the dynamite again. Number 2 for the Dutch Dragon. Breathing fire in the last 2 legs.
I'll be honest. I'm a little concerned for Danny here. Danny's always adamant about getting off to a good start. And when he doesn't get off to a good start, he kind of plays into his mental game here. So we'll see if he can kind of counteract this effort from Jules Van Dongen. But
we can't counteract this right now. My goodness. Jules just getting it done.
Yeah, he hit the gas pedal real quick. Like a Formula One driver on the first lap, just gun it.
It's also important to note that Trick Shots is where Danny and Chrissy played the WCS at. So this is not like it's untreaded ground for him to play here. Did see a couple people asking about Club 401. Unfortunately, I believe that they're in the process of relocating. So it actually wasn't up and going as they're in the process of moving locations or something or other. But the fact is that this is not a location issue. This is a mental issue for Danny, it seems.
Well, I know that Joe with Club 401's been suffering from some health issues, so we do want to give him a little nod as well. Tell him we're thinking of him and hope he gets on the road to recovery here.
There's Danny throws in a shrug of a 9 mark, and that's really what it is for. I mean, it brought him up to a 3.8, bro. Like, that's what happens when I throw a 9 mark. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's a Sean Green effort right here. A Sean Green's A game.
Easy.
I tell you what, though, I'm not going to do that to you. Nope, not going to do it. I reversed and said, no, sir. Can't do that to him.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you talked yourself out of that. Jules here needs 3 bowls to win this leg and break the throw of Danny. And this would set off the alarm bells a little bit for me. Doesn't get it done there. It shouldn't harm him too much. Danny's going to get a big point lead here. Most likely. It's definitely not that the music's not on, as you can see that thumping in the background. I guess on the board. Trip 19, bullseye, 5.4. And again, Danny in the 3s. And it's a 3-1 scoreline favoring Jules Van Dongen. We have seen a couple times, though, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Will, where Danny has started off a little bit slow out the gate, and then the break hits, and after the break, he tends to turn it up to a whole new level.
That can happen too. It's just we'll see if he's got that in the gas tank this evening. I mean, every day's different.
Yeah, this is way too early to really to really do a whole lot. But that's why this is a marathon, not a sprint. As JGraph4 says, Sean and Danny need to switch places. I'm going to guess that's because of my dart skills, not his commentary skills. Who's shocked? Let us know in the chat if you're shocked by what you're seeing so far out of Danny and Jules, really. Today's raffle winner will receive a custom CSC ready design jersey. If you leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. Just personalize it with your name, preferred color type, and pocket type, if any. I'm telling you, Magic Wear and A to Z Darts, the piece de la resistance of jerseys. Creme de la creme.
There we go. There we go. That's more used to what we're seeing from Danny. 6.0.
He's starting to throw it faster. These guys are way too kind to me, by the way. It's not you, it's me. All right. Danny just looking to get rid of the low ground. He's going to pop right back up or go to the 16s. He goes to the 16s. Finds himself out front hard enough to kind of just keep rolling. But Jules is going to... Oh, look at this. I like it.
I don't think it's going to matter. Danny's going to attack right away here. 16s, 15s. Go ahead and close the door.
Figured he might start on the 20s there with that.
I figured that was going to be 9 Mark City there.
Yeah, figure that first on the 20s just because of that extra wedge. And Jules, of course, puts that in the worst spot ever as a soft tip dart player because that is hanging, blocking the entire treble bed of the 15. If it was still tip, we wouldn't have to worry about it. But he does in soft tip.
Does look like there are a few in attendance. Santa Claus back there, Kenny Doyle.
Oh yeah, you can't miss Santa back there. Making his list and checking it twice.
If you didn't see that display by Kenny Doyle at NBA Team Dart, you definitely need to go watch that highlight on USA Darts. Guy, if it came down to a checkout, Kenny Doyle hit it.
Including those big checkouts.
Yeah. 164. No, 167. 136. 124.
How about a 495 from Danny Baggish to win leg number 5? Now 3-2, but Jules has the separation for the rest of this match. He will need to be broken.
And Danny still has yet to throw a round in the 5s, which is kind of unbelievable, but just 5 legs in, still at a 3-2 scoreline. So Danny's going to be thinking, I'm still in this. There's no way I'm not. So.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely in this. Again, it's a race to 9. Since I didn't go to the rules and specific format, let me do that right now. Double elimination style tournament. This is the finals of the finals. This is it for all the marbles. $4,500 to first, $2,250 to second. Players play race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. Jules won that. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that, unless either player is down 3 or more legs. Then they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to that 2 legs. It's the PPD player advantage rule. If we go the distance and we go for speed, yeah, good job, buddy. Players will cork for start in the last leg decider. And I'm sorry, it's just I lost the faith in you because you started to look around as I started to say that, and I figured you were not paying attention at that point, but you were, and I apologize.
You just gave up on me last week in general, so from this point on, I'm never doing it again. Just accept it. All right, folks.
Accept it. That was easy.
Jules trying to take this 4-2 advantage to guarantee the lead going into the break. Starts off well, but Danny can steal this away right here. Yes, sir. Big darts.
Yes, sir. Boom goes the dynamite. Danny Baggish. One that counts.
Only number 4 tonight. Very.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. This season for Division number 1, we didn't get a We didn't really
Correct.
have a match or two that went into the 30s.
You're not wrong. Never. Not once.
That's just crazy. We saw the averages tighten up from the upper stages to the middle stages, but
Yep.
not the 9 marks to show for that.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of a weird phenomenon for the season, but yeah, it definitely has worked out just where 7 marks have been way more important. As we see another 7 from Jules and a big roar out of the Dutch Dragon there. They're starting to fire it up now. This is just what they're waiting for. They're waiting for both of them to kind of start firing at all cylinders. That's the type of game that they were expecting. That's the kind of game they want to play. And it's one of those things where if you don't have the gas, you can't really step on the pedal yourself. And the gas is your opponent throwing that. Big trip 15, going to go back to the 17s. Just kidding. Goes ahead and just goes for the pulls. I'm going to guess it was just because the blockage there and the math worked out to where it would have just been a tie on the bull there. Wouldn't have done a whole lot of good. Danny does get the point lead. Puts a little pressure here on Jules. If he gets that trip 15 on dart 1, he'll go for the bulls. If not, he might have to stay on all 3 of them.
Big shout out to almost 1,800 of you folks joining us this evening for our finals here.
Jules takes a step back, steps back into it.
Yeah, big moments.
And it's 4-2.
529, 550.
That's our first leg where they both shot in the 5s, right?
Correct.
God bless you. Good soon time.
Excuse me for that one, folks. Thankfully they didn't hear it.
Well, it's forever just sneezed that's watching along. I figured one person is 1,800 people, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Guys,
1,800 people is just incredible, and I think
it's
we can stick it up
appreciative. Yeah, we can still get higher. Without singing Creed. Let's just do that, okay?
Can you take me higher is the ultimate goal here. But
nope, you just ruined it. Nope. All right, so hey, guys, jump into May with the new A to Z dart of the month. When you purchase any barrel from the Unicorn Ballistic Collection, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to win a set of Unicorn Noir darts. The giveaway ends June 1st. Good luck to everyone. And if you're looking for a new dartboard, now is your chance. A to Z Darts is offering a Win More Blade 6 bundle. Of course, a sponsor of Jules. With the Blade 6 dartboard, Pro Line Surround, and the Blade 6 Throw Line. While you're at it, shop the Luke Humphreys Champion Collection or browse the April Harrows launch as boom goes the dynamite. Just head on over to atozdarts.com for all your darting needs. And again, a reminder, we are doing a live stream giveaway brought to you by atozdarts.com, where tonight's raffle winner will receive a custom CSC ready design jersey. That includes the boom jerseys. As we get another boom goes the dynamite. Personalized with your name, preferred collar type, and pocket type, if any. Just leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. These guys are heating up as I continue to speak, so that's what I'm going to do. So, I stopped talking, and a 7 mark comes in.
That's still good, though. Back-to-back 9s, followed by a 7 from Jules, as he gets himself out in front point-wise. And Danny makes the decision to go ahead and close those 19s. I like the move there, forcing Jules to either close out the 17s and or open up the wedge on the 16s. I think he'll open up first. Yes, sir.
I have a great question for Nick that I would like him to answer. How does it feel to have Lisa Van Dongen not know your last name?
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
Nick Scaria?
What's happening? Oh, no. I just read the comment. Lisa, what the heck? I thought we were tight.
That's all right. To be honest, Lisa's the better
amazing.
camera person anyway, so. Lisa,
so
we're actually, if we're going to hire you for help at
Yes.
TOC this year, if possible, because after the shaky hands of Nick DeShera at NDA, I don't know if we can deal with that anymore. Yours is just a little less shaky. Danny making the move on the Bulls there, trying to give himself at least a leg. He does not want to let this go to 5-2.
No.
And it looks like
and it's
it
going
is.
to. Jules has been masterful again in this one, 6.60. A 5-2 lead is huge heading into the break, and Jules will have the 5-2 lead. Unexpected, but the Dutch Dragon is really trying to cement the year of the Dragon here in season 6 of the CSC Challenger Series. Will, Jules came out firing. Danny a little bit lesser than here to start off with.
I would definitely say so. Definitely Danny's has not played up to his capabilities so far in this match, but we're just going to see if he can come out firing after these interviews, folks. Stay with us. Let's hear a quick word from both these guys before we come back for the conclusion of this match as we crown a champion here in season number 6.
Danny Baggish, the gambler here, playing out of trick shots tonight for C&M Darts.
Well, welcome back, Danny Baggish, to the finals of the CSC Challenger Series. And boy, oh boy, is it an exciting final. Last time we saw you, though, you faced off against two-time champion Mike Maloney in the third place match. Talk us through it. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it was a great match. We played some good stuff. I think we were both over 5-7. And it was fun to be a part of. Could have went either way. I think a big turning point there was when he missed 3 bullseyes to kind of break me and then throw for the next leg. So I'll take it, though. I played well and good momentum going into tonight.
At the beginning of the WCS, when you were playing with Chrissy, you texted us at the commentary booth how much fun you were having with the format in general, specifically when you were playing Lisa Yee and Adam Savada. Now, looking at your experience in the CSC, how is the experience playing in this format?
Yeah, it's fun. It's different. When someone gets on a roll, it could be tough to kind of keep that going. So that player advantage rule is a game changer at times. But it's fun. I love it, and I wouldn't change it for the world, and I'll always be a part of it as long as I'm able to.
And tonight, you face off against JVD. We mentioned him a few times already. What's going to be your plans to get it done and get the title in your name?
Just play my game. We both struggled. I feel like the last match, me especially, was probably one of my worst performances, if not the worst performance of all of the CSE. And it was still a 5-4 something. I had 3 bulls to win. So I feel like if I play my game, I feel like I should come out on top. But Jules has shown, I think I watched him at NBA. He was just playing unbelievable. We've had a lot of battles, and I look forward to this one.
And anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anyone else watching along?
Yeah, just everyone, man. Thanks for the PPD, as always, for putting this on. I'm so glad I'm able to be a part of it. Thank you to Nikki and her support, watching the kids, for me to still be able to do this. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do it as well. So, and everyone else enjoying the streams. Thank you guys for commentating and doing all that. It's good to have the second, third, and fourth best commentators in the U.S. Since the first one still has to play darts. So other than that, man, yeah, it's good. I appreciate everyone. Of course, all my sponsors. Big shout out to them, and that's about it.
Well, Danny, humble as ever and excited to have you for our finals of season 6, Division 1. It all comes down to this. This is what everyone's been waiting for, and all we can do is wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Nick. And after this, can I please commentate sometime, guys? Like, what do I have to do? I mean, I'm practically begging all the time, and you guys just keep putting me on the back burner. I don't like it.
I'm Nick Teixeira, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
I'm Jules Van Dongen, play in Shark, Shawnee, Kansas, and I play for B&G Amusement.
Well, Jules Van Dongen, welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series for the finals of the final. We're excited to have you here. Last time we saw you was in a great King Seat match that went down to the wire against Danny Baggish. Can you walk us through that match a little bit?
Sloppy from both of us. I couldn't believe our own legs. We kind of, or the legs that we won, the guy that was winning was all right, but we both had so many off legs, so that it was just weird for me and probably for him as well. That I was just waiting for him to kick on, and I was waiting for myself to kick on, and it never really happened. And then that last leg, I know he got a lot of grief for that, but if you hit it, you're the star. If you don't hit it, you're the fool. So that, as long as you hit something in darts, then you always made the right decision. But other than that, I felt I kind of BS my way through the whole bracket. Honestly, I haven't felt I played well at all season, or I haven't shown what I can do. And so to be in the final, I feel pretty lucky to be here.
Not being able to play last week against Danny is definitely not ideal, having to forfeit the first round of the finals. Do you think that adds any pressure on your back tonight for this finals match?
No, not really. And the way I look at it, obviously I was overseas for the PDC, and for me that is my bread and butter. I go and I have to chase that. That's just how it is, and it doesn't really add pressure. The way I look at it, so we play for a $2,000 difference, right? And obviously the honor of winning the title. But when I play in the PDC, if you win one round, it's £1,000, which equates to $1,300. So it's not that far off of just playing a PDC match. So that's how I look at it, other than it being the final, which adds a little bit of pressure. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't know. It's just a one-match shootout, and we'll see what happens.
And you play Danny Baggish tonight for the final. What do you need to get it done tonight and crown yourself champion of CSC Division 1?
Yeah, up my average overall. Be looking to get close to a 6, hopefully, and just be consistent throughout. The legs that he doesn't play well, I can't give those away. I have to punish where I can, and they'll feel the same way about me.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anyone else watching along?
No, I had maybe a weird request, but my mom got diagnosed with cancer this weekend, so bad news. So it'd be cool if people could send a postcard to kind of give her some positive energy.
Absolutely.
So I can share her address with you guys. Well, and I mean the viewers back home, the more the better, the positivity would be great.
Certainly. Well, Jules, with that being said, we do wish you the best of luck in your finals match tonight. And we are curious to see how this develops. Everybody has been watching this. It's been boiling down to this. It all comes down to one final match. We wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Jules Van Dongen. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time to finish up this matchup. But before we go, a little quick word. We are thinking of Jules Van Dongen's mom here, and we're going to go ahead and drop her address in the chat. Please be diligent and send those out if you'd like to, but also be wary that that you're sending to someone's home and stuff. So please keep it kind and whatnot. I mean, of course, we all would, but just to say that stuff, we want to make sure that we give a special word to her and wish her well as she fights a good fight here.
Yeah, it's not every day that someone will like ask for something, right? When someone's dealing with a situation, a lot of people, will be like, no, thank you. So you can imagine what that will mean to Jules's mom. So I can tell you that I'm going to send one out probably tomorrow. But yeah, just a postcard where you're located. Just get a fun place that you're located there, so she can get a whole bunch of pictures of all some great places around the world. I've met her. She's an absolute sweetheart, wonderful human being. And yeah, so wishing her all the best, and prayers are with Jules's family and everyone there.
Definitely. So, well, let's get back to the nitty gritty here. As Danny Baggish looks to kind of resurface himself. Let's be honest, he hasn't been throwing the best, and the averages speak for that. As Jules right now is throwing well. Jules has got a 5.24 average compared to Danny Baggish's 4.27. So well off the mark is Danny.
Yeah, 4.27. If we're putting that into context overall, guys, that is. Oh, let me find it. That would be the 6th lowest average in Division II.
I do love how Nick definitely put the Netherlands in there instead of just Netherlands.
That was copy and pasted from Jules. I don't know how foreign addresses work.
Instead of just Netherlands, the Netherlands.
And
the
and hey, Emily, yeah, it's Sean.
You've got to treat it like an NFL lineman saying the Ohio State, the Netherlands.
The Ohio State University. Better not show disrespect.
Yeah, we
Love
will,
it.
because go blue.
Oh boy, here we go. Listen, we don't have time for that. We have a great matchup going on currently between Danny Baggish and Jules Van Dongen.
That we do, and Danny's looking to grab this leg and make this a 5-3 score line. He's got some work to do, Sean.
For sure, but this is promising. He took the break to settle himself back down. He's down 5-2, but sorry, Mike, cover your ears. We have seen bigger comebacks. Now, is it going to be really tough to do against the Dutch Dragon, who's continuing to breathe fire? Boom goes the dynamite there. Absolutely. But Danny has the same gear that Jules does. And when his back's up against the wall, we've seen him in the PDC before, down 5-1, come back and win 6-5 at the UK Open. So Danny's used to this type of situation against some of the best players in the world. He's going to have to do it now. Otherwise, Jules will be your champion. We're not even at the John Part. We're not even at the John Part up more than he needs.
Alvin,
so until we get there.
Hope you're doing well, sir. Thanks for joining us. Had to mention him real quick, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Alvin. Well, I'm going to say hi anyway. All right. Hey, Jules, an opportunity here. Needs a lot. Like all of them.
It's an opportunity, though. It is an opportunity. You got to go.
3 in the black bit.
Fill it up.
There's 2.
That's a good start. Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir. He does it.
That's filthy. That is filthy.
The Dutch Dragon.
And if you're Danny Baggish, that hurts.
That's the match.
That hurts.
That's the match, right?
That's like
there is no way you come back from that.
That is like taking a punch to the face.
Just when you didn't think, and look at this, Danny just doesn't care. Danny's a honey badger. Big 9 mark to follow that.
Just impressive. And would you expect anything different? I mean, 2 PDC players, one a former PDC player, one currently. Answer it with a 7? No, we cannot.
Thanks, Finn.
He only needs 5, so settle down, says Jeremiah Millar. Get out of here.
Ugh. My goodness. Did you just throw a Maloney double that stuck? My goodness,
Wow.
Jules. Masterful right now for the Dutch Dragon.
Pulling out the right stuff. Needs a 9
Oh,
then
look at
some.
Danny. He goes 7 instead.
Interesting play there, not
I like
attacking for some points.
Means he's going to get a shot at the bulls. So if you're Jules here, you just attack the bulls right now, right?
Yeah.
Just get as many points as possible. There's no reason to shoot at the.
No, you got to go bulls here.
Mm-hmm. There he goes. Danny's still very doable winning shot. Trip 16, bullseye will do it. There's the trip 16. And that is why you play chess and not checkers if you're Danny Baggish. Gets that one done relatively easily compared to what he could have done.
That was a great recovery there from Danny, though. Just shook it
6.0.
off. Started off with a 9. Still a difficult match being 6-3 down right now.
But Danny gets to go first now. This is the PPD player advantage rule. It will be the last game that Danny goes first if he wins this one, because it will bring that deficit right back to within 2. But this is where he can get another one on the board, and it almost erases that double ball situation from Jules. And you can see a 6 mark, and Jules is not happy about it. He knows when Danny starts out with 5, he's got to capitalize on those types of situations because of this and this and that. Boom goes the dynamite. Danny Baggish. They're starting to really heat up, man.
Jeremiah Millar did state that Danny's trying to shorten this game. He says, and I know because I'm an expert on short game. Pretty good.
Jeremiah, it's good to have you back, buddy. We've missed you. We've missed you wholeheartedly. Well, guys, listen, now's the time where I get to give my spiel. If you've never, not if you've never watched before, let me restart this. If you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPT events like the CSC Challenger Series, all you got to do, players become eligible for those by playing in PPT leagues and daily remote tournaments or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily, so get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. That map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPT system. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. If you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, you can sign up for leagues on the website. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. Danny Baggish just threw an 8 there in that last leg. That's pretty dang good. Woo! Caught myself.
That'll definitely work. Forces and Jules going the 16-15 route again. Trying to open the double wedges.
We're not saying you can win the CSC Challenger Series, but you can be eligible to compete. And you might win.
Yeah. Win.
These are both newcomers this season to the CSC Challenger Series. One of the storylines we have not talked about. Both these guys in this for the first time and run into the finals here.
Yeah, but the name suggests that they deserve to be here. I mean, two of the one current PDC star and one former one, like I was saying earlier. I mean, and there's still some players that we'd love to see in the mix that are not involved. I mean, I can name 10 right off the bat that I would love to see in the mix. But
you're not wrong.
At what point do we need a Division III with the same damn averages that we're getting here? Because we could get that. We could get a 64 tournament bracket here these days instead of a 32.
You're not wrong, but I kind of like the fact that other 32 are pretty much dead even with each other.
Oh, yeah. I do too.
Oh, that's the best.
615 plays a 5-8-3. Good stuff here for both these guys.
Danny does his job from 6-2 down to make it 6-4. But now Jules back to going first.
Steven's saying, I'm still impressed with the speed these guys shoot. All Division I and Division II. It's just Yeah, I mean, you see every so often we'll get that match that almost touches 2 hours, and it's just because we get maybe a couple slower or more mechanical players that are, but
We'll get that on Wednesday, but that's for
Yeah.
that reason. But that's okay.
yep,
It's because
yep,
honestly, it gives us more time to talk, and just more time to talk is great for us.
for you.
Not for Will, but for me. Yeah. Speaking of which, Will, this is your last time this season for the CSC Challenger Series, right? Or are you going to be here on Wednesday?
This is my last CSC Challenger Series in general, guys. I'm officially retiring from CSC. Life's gotten a little too hard on me lately, and it's time to take a step back from the CSC Challenger Series. I'm going to be playing next year in the CSC Challenger Series, so.
All right, guys. So we have an opening now for a very mediocre commentator role. As long as movie references, that's all I really need, honestly.
And your name's not Danny Baggish.
Yep, that's the only qualifications. Just reach out to Will because he's gonna be the one doing all the interviews since it's his job that you're taking.
It's Carly Griggs.
There you go.
If you want to reach out to her, she'll do all the interviewing.
And can I just say that this was supposed to be a joyous occasion for me, and it has become way better than that. My goodness, never again do I have to speak. Well, wait, I still have to work for him sometimes. Dang it. Man, look at that. Look how many people check all those boxes.
All righty, Jules. Looking at a 7-4 score line here.
Yep. And he's going to do that right now. Just kidding. I don't know what that last start was. We're not going to worry about that little guy.
That little guy. Don't worry about that little guy. He gets that reference of all references, Sean. Isn't that funny?
I know. Well, Super Troopers is... Oh, gosh. He has not seen Super Troopers, so he did not get that reference.
Did you say Stupor Troopers?
He did.
Stupor Troopers, back again. Here we go. All righty, Jules with the leg win.
7-4 lead.
Yeah, 3 legs once again. And if you're Danny, you're thinking, all right, I just got to pull out the very best stuff I have, and that simply will not do.
No, it won't. Remember, guys, A to Z Darts is sponsoring a live stream giveaway tonight. Leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button on our Facebook page. I mean, just give us your resume if you're in for the CSC Challenge Series gig. And you get automatically entered in for your chance to win a custom CSC ready design jersey. And if you buy a Boom Goes Dynamite jersey, you get further up that list. Personalize it with your name, preferred color type, and pocket type, if any. Boom Goes the Dynamite for Danny Baggish. Well, no longer a 3.0.
I will say that we're only taking legitimate resumes, folks. I want 3-page minimum with references. With references.
Well, why would you want to read all that? Or if you're at Whammo this weekend, just go to the booth. We'll put you in there for a match, and we'll see what you can do.
Oh, my gosh.
Which, guys, it's his worst nightmare. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Good luck finding me, guys.
For the first time ever, he's going to hide himself the whole entire time.
Danny, going to the races. And races on his way on back here.
Yeah, he's in trouble, though. 7-4 lead. Jules is okay just to almost throw off, really, in this leg. He's not going to, but you can see he's almost like, all right, whatever. Both these guys kind of know the deal now. Danny should win this leg. Cool, let's move on to the next one where he'll actually have to work. But if he does what he just did right there, that should be pretty nice.
And Danny will get the look. 3 bowls to make this 7-5.
There you go. 7-5 scoreline. All right. What?
Mad Dog said, Will would rather trust me over some random guy, but I don't trust you because your name's Mad Dog 2000, which is way close to Mad Dog 2020. And I don't trust that stuff. Way too many bad nights.
Leighton is not wrong here. It says the CSC season always reminds me of the NFL season. It seems like it's just getting started, and before you know it, they're playing the championship. Hoping for a short off season. Well, the good news is that in the off season, we still have the WCCS going on strong. The Women's Choice Challenger Series will be debuting June 10th.
So
here.
If I'm Jules, I'm doing exactly what he's doing here. Hammer the points and win this leg. You do not want to get a thought going into Danny's mind that he can get himself back into this bad boy.
Tori Gilstrap's in the chat. She was actually did commentary for us last weekend for To The Point Streaming, and she did a fantastic job. So there you go.
Yeah, way better than Sean Green.
Yep. Easy.
Tori, I'm going to be hitting you up for USA Darts here soon if you want to join me.
She's in. See? And she'll tattoo you at the same time.
There we go. Boom. Boom goes that dynamite.
All right, Danny needs the 17s, needs a lot of them. Otherwise, Jules will be one leg away, and instead he's going to take a different approach, which I will never question because it's Danny. And strategy that he throws out is 1 in a million. Ooh, and Jules decides to try some different stuff too, and it's almost the last time Danny did this. Jules kind of followed it with trying to get 2 wedges of his own, and it ended up working out. But this is a different type of scenario.
That was an
opportunity. Get all 3.
That was an opportunity for Danny because if he would have hit the triple with the second dart, I think he would have taken the look to close out those 18s.
I'm a little bit surprised Jules didn't just try and attack the 17s, 16s, 15s, but now this is a leg. There goes the 18s right away.
Yep.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Dirty darts. Gets the point lead as well. What an 8 mark from Baggish. And all Jules can do is stay on the bowls, ideally. And he only gets 3, so Danny's going to steal this leg and make it 7-6. There's one of the breaks a throwback. And he gets it done. Big darts there from Danny Baggish. 5-5-7. That was one of the situations where he did something weird, and Jules reacted to it when it almost just confused Jules a little bit on strategy. And if I'm Danny, I pick up on that, and I continue to do those weird things.
This is not over now. Danny's got himself in this match. That one leg gives him a little reassurance. And does it cause Jules to maybe slip up here? 2 singles right off the bat. Door opener.
Oh, that's a big last dart. But if I'm Danny, if I hit even 1 trip 19, he's going to take a look at the 20s. Now, maybe not. Yeah, I'm right. Yep. There goes the 20s. See where Jules looks. It's going to be the 18s. There go the 19s. Well, that'll work. Big 7 mark from Jules. Just to stay out front. Oh, boy. 7-6. What a leg this is. It was 6-2.
Just when you thought
Look
this
at
was
that!
I'm saying, just when you thought this was creeping into Jules' favor, I don't know, man. This
It's
could
the same
go either
exact
way.
thing as last. This is the same exact situation as the very last leg. Let's see how Jules handles it this time. Well, hitting triples helps. I think he did what he wanted to do there. I don't know about the 17s skipping over to the 16s. Because Danny kind of can honeypot that from time to time. And Jules, wow, Danny takes out the 18s. All right, Jules, 8 mark. That was interesting. And he doesn't take out the 8 mark. It's the 15s and 17s. So Danny 16s now. And he hits it to get the point lead as they head to the Bulls again.
Yep.
34-point lead.
And we're in an interesting place. I just did some numbers. I'll rattle them off here in just a moment.
Does he?
Oh, boy. We're set. Are we set for a 7-7 here?
It's about to be 7-7. In which case, it becomes anybody's ball game real quick. Steps over to try and kiss it off that dart. One more in hand. And it is 7-7, ladies and gentlemen. It was 6-2. Dutch Dragon. It is now a tie ball game. Baggish has battled back to make it dead even. Let's play a best 2 out of 3 for $4,500, bud.
The numbers speak for themselves here. 6 legs before this one after the break. And the numbers for Danny, 5.56. Jules is a 5.10. So Danny playing better after the break, like you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah, he tends to turn it on. I don't know what he does, but he relaxes in there and gets the job done, but he knows that 3 mark does not do any damage to Jules's 3. And that's an opportunity wasted. And Jules pounces right on it. Back up, big 9 for Jules. Finds himself back in the driver's seat once again. Who needs the edge of their seat, or who needs their whole chair when they can just use the edge, you know? By the way, I mess that up about 100 times out of 100 when I say that.
Yes, you do. Almost
and
every
I'm
time.
just going to keep going. You just keep trying, guys. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And dang it, do I take a lot of shots? Leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button on our Facebook page. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you have in this one. Hit that share button to let everybody know it's a best 2 out of 3 race at this point for the CSC Challenger Series Division 1 title. Seven.
Yeah, good closure there from Jules. Points. Yes.
Yep.
Just keep it out of reach. What an entertaining one this has ended up being.
Jeremiah, at least I don't get every single shot blocked.
Creep it up on that 2,000 viewer mark. Still time to share this out to your friends. We got a few legs left.
My goodness, this is coming down to it. This one looks like it's going to go to Jules, but even still, Danny, a chance. He doesn't have to break the throw at any point in time. Holds his throw in the next leg, and it becomes a 1-leg shootout with a diddle or a 3-dart count up to start the match. Jules won that to start the match with a 180 on the diddle. Royce Williams in the chat saying Bulls the movie behind you. Rooting on Jules. One of the stars of that film. Well, One of the early stars in that film.
You're the real star, right?
No.
All 7 hairs on top of your head.
That would be the wonderful, talented actors that are in the movie, which is every time I'm not on screen. And then when I'm on screen, there's still another talented actor working next to me. As Jules wins that one, only a 4-6-4, but he's up 8-7. One leg away from the title. But man, that one leg has got to seem like it is miles and miles away.
It does. It does got to feel like that. And Danny will get the start, like you were saying here. So
Danny does his job. We're going to go the distance.
And he should do it. He should keep this out of reach. Hammer the points here.
And only a 2 mark from Jules, so let's just chalk this one up for a Danny win. Pretty much early on in this, although he is only going to, well, the 5 marks kind of still the bare minimum for him there. All right, so we're setting up this last leg decider, Will.
Yeah, I mean, $4,500 on the line for first place in a single leg.
Yep.
Hello.
These guys went the distance in the king seat match, which Jules got the better of Danny, going second in that last leg decider. But that was with Danny missing 3 shots at a bullseye to win the match. If that happens again, I don't think Danny misses those 3 darts again. So Jules 6-2 advantage. Now it's 8-7. The momentum definitely favoring Danny at this point, even with Jules taking the last leg. Who wins this, bud?
I'm going to give the subtle edge to Danny here. I'm going to stick with my thought at the beginning of this season.
And I'm going to stick with my guns. I think it's the year of the dragon. As we peak at 2,000 viewers right now, bud.
I love it.
That are going to see this last leg decider for the Division 1 title.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We definitely appreciate you. Don't forget, A to Z Darts is featuring the Unicorn Ballista darts as their May Dart of the Month. Jump into May with the new A to Z Dart of the Month. When you purchase any barrel from the Unicorn Ballista collection, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to win a set of Unicorn Noir darts. Giveaway ends June 1st. Good luck to everyone. And that Noir series is pretty nice. I like those Gary Anderson darts myself.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Speaking of beauty, let's go the distance, buddy.
5,
Throw out all
2,
your cake
9.
references.
Throw them out. If you know any, throw them out. Some people are like, white cake, German cake? No, we're talking the band. Come on, folks.
I was going to say strawberry cheesecake. Except they're now at the finishing line instead of the starting line. Here we go, Jules. 3-dart count up, guys. Split bowl. So he's shooting at those trip 20s for a reason. And he only gets 85. Chances are Danny's going to beat that. I would say 75 times out of 80. And he goes to the smart side of the board there for that last start and will get the start here for the last leg decider. Is that going to be the entire match right there, bud? Was it the 85 versus
very well could
versus
be
the 94? Here we go.
So here we go. Here's the thing. $4,500 for first, $2,500 for second. A difference of $2,000 for this leg. Who's going to come out on top? Danny Baggish to start us off.
And remember, if you're just tuning in, it was 6-2 Jules Van Dongen at one point in this match. And it is now 8-8.
And he's going to start off with some heat. He's going to start off with some heat.
Oh, big 7 start, though. That'll work. Nick, I made it up. Let it go. 75 out of 80. Oh, and only a 3 for Jules. Only a 3 for Jules, and Danny has to calm down, I think, for a second. He was not expecting this type of situation.
No, he wasn't.
There goes those 19s. Back up to 20s. He might stay. No, he moves to the 18s, and what a start for Danny Baggish. Boom goes the gambler. 6-2 down, and he is now in the driver's seat to win Division I of the CSC Challenger Series with one of the most epic comebacks in the history of this tournament. And Jules just nowhere in sight.
No, and it is. I'll be honest. I'll be the one to say it is very unfortunate for Jules. Being the fact that there's no denying it. Some people have already seen it, that this is the final match. There's going to not be a double dip match, as unfortunately Jules did have to forfeit last week because of the Euro Tour. Or the PDC events. So I will say that the PPD is making an effort to change some of the rules so that we can not have this happen again in the near future.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, I think it was the right decision for the players. I think it was the right decision for everybody involved and moving forward. That's the beautiful thing about this and the beautiful thing about the PPD is they are always trying to improve on the product that they have currently, even when it's a great product. How can they make it that little bit better? And that's the type of company that we love working for, right? It's exactly how we do our own stuff. And the partnership has been absolutely fantastic. And hopefully it continues for quite a long time, with or without Will, But Jules, unfortunately, fallen short here in this last leg decider. Not over with yet, but if Danny just does his job here for maybe even just 3 darts, this is over. All right, 3 bowls away for Danny Baggish. And Jules is taking a victory lap, which, honestly, huge shout out to him. First season of the CSC, second place after traveling all the times that he travels and does all the stuff that he does. Hopefully we see him again in this event next season. But Danny Baggish is your champion of the CSC Challenger Series Division I as he waves it off. What a comeback. 6-2 down, William Stewart. And he comes back to win. An epic come-from-behind victory for Danny Baggish. One that I think we're going to remember for a very long time. It was scrappy, but brilliant.
And here's one thing you didn't see Danny do. Danny didn't celebrate because he knows deep down inside he feels bad about this win. And the reason why is because he didn't put forth his best effort in the early stages, but at the same time, it's kind of a did he really win situation in his eyes. And that's 100% what he's gonna tell you from himself. I can guarantee you he'll call me and he'll tell me exactly that. Does it really count though? I don't know.
Yes, it sure does, Danny. If you don't do what you do after the break, none of this is possible anyway. I mean, John Part says it best. I'd rather win the World Dart Championship with a 55 average than lose it with an 85. So, Danny's take the money and run, buddy, because it was quite the finish. And, you give hats off to Jules. He played masterfully there in the early parts of the match. Seeming untouchable there at times, but Danny just whittled away, and I think the penultimate leg he just kind of confused Jules a little bit, and it threw him off, and
jeez, Nick
threw him off.
Nick scared us of something back there. No, I mean, and here's the thing: we got to give.
It sounded like he fell.
It did. We got to give a big shout out to Jules here, because the thing about Jules is he's got an awfully busy schedule with European 100%. and Euro Tour, PDC Tour, whatnot, and then coming back and participating in this event is difficult because he's sacrificing a lot, both family time as well as practice time. And, you know, it
Yep.
takes a little bit to get back in the stride of steel tip darts versus soft tip darts. So I can't explain that enough. So shout out to, I mean, Leonard Gates does it often. Jules does it a lot as well. And there's more
Yep.
players that do it. So big shout out to all you that dip and dive in those different tournaments and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see both those players this weekend in Indy for Championship Darts Corporation weekend number 1, which is going to be a fantastic weekend where we're also going to find out who else is going to the U.S. Darts Masters. It's, I mean, at Madison Square Garden, a lot on the line here, but it's huge, right? And you have Whammo this weekend, another great tournament. So a lot of stuff going on, guys. But first, Wednesday, the finals of Division II, Corey Beck taking on Mike Scarborough for the finals. The double dip scenario is still on here, so this is one match for the whole marbles. And again, huge shout out to Danny Baggish for the win. Again, to Jules, great finish. Congratulations, man. And we are thinking about you and your mom. If you guys did not see earlier, please check out our chat where you can send Jules's mom a postcard. Just diagnosed with cancer this weekend. What a great Mother's Day, you know, for that family. So devastating news if you're along the lines there. So please consider sending a postcard from where you're from. Just mail it on out, and make someone's day, make someone's fight a little bit easier to fight. I'm definitely going to do so. I know all of us will. So please do that. But get ready for Wednesday, man. I think it's going to be an epic battle. Last word, Will. Division I this season. Greatest of all time?
No.
Okay.
No.
I would agree with that. But it was a fantastic season.
It was a fantastic season. I think we saw our averages get as close as possible in Division I, which you can consider that being a great success. But I don't think that we had the epic matches on stream that we have in years or in seasons past. So we'll see what season 7 has to offer, but don't forget we have the WCS that will take place before that. So just more coming your way from Partners Promoting Darts. We definitely love that.
Always, guys. So guys, thank you so much. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate all the viewership, all the support that we get. The fact that Jules is able to say in his interview that he's more well known when he goes to soft tournaments in the States for PPD and CSC Challenger Series than he is for the PDC is almost blasphemy as a darts fan. But at the same time, an amazing shout out to you guys and your fandom.
We do need to say it pending Wednesday, because I'll be in Wisconsin streaming Whammo and you guys will be here. There's a chance that the stream will start off on Eagle Eye Sports before USA Darts. So I wanted to let you all know that there may be a little bit of hiccup there pending on when we get done with the Whammo stream, but we've already set it up to where if that stream runs long, we can go ahead and surface the broadcast on USA Darts still via a couple techniques that we have. So
if you're watching on PPD's pages, it will be there the full time as well.
Yeah. So definitely want to mark down Partners Promoting Darts as your go-to source for Wednesday night stream, just right off the bat, and then we should kick on that coverage on USA Darts as soon as possible. So we wanted to mention that one beforehand, just so there's no confusion. There you have it.
All right. Well, hey, Will, I'm gonna miss you on Wednesday, bud.
It's been fun.
It's been a great season.
Yeah, it really has. Division I's been an entertaining one, and don't forget, we're not done with Division II yet. Mike Scarborough, Corey Beck, and another exciting match. That one with the distance last Wednesday. I hope it goes the distance this Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you there, 8 p.m. Wednesday night. Take care, folks.
Have a great night, guys.